Okay, I think I may have been on the right track about connecting it to mana. What on earth is this? It looks sick. Is it gonna finish? Hello everybody, I am Fortune Cookie and welcome back to Stoneblock 3. You all remember last time I made myself this living armor and I've actually maxed out its stats, but there's a problem that I have some of the things that I don't want and all that, and I can apparently upgrade it later on, but that's for a later date. For today's video, we got something very special. We are doing more magic stuff, but this time it's plant related. So the first thing we're going to need to make is this Lexica Botania. This is from the mod called Botania. So we're going to be making that real quick. So what this needs is a book and a tree sapling of any kind. Luckily I've been cleaning out a bit, so I got some saplings. And there we go. We got the Lexica Botania, and now I can just press control on this. And I think that means I've just learned it, yeah. And oh yeah, look at this. It's got a whole book design and everything. You can see right down there it opens up. It's so cool. Oh yeah, and so now I have knowledge. My knowledge grows, and somehow I already know a bunch of stuff. Don't understand how, but it works. Why is there just... Oh, there must have been a loop B. So the next thing that we're going to need is something called floral fertilizer. I can learn this real quickly, and bam. So what this is going to need to craft is some bone meal. I can get that fairly easily, and dye of any kind. Now, I don't know if it needs to be the same dye or a bunch of different dyes, so for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to use all the same dyes. So there should be some yellow around here. If there isn't, I can just make some real quick with my chicken. There doesn't appear to be some, so I'm going to need to use my yellow chicken. But now we've got some yellow dye. That should actually be enough, and apparently I can learn this too. Yay, we're learning everything! So now I just need to go make some bone meal, which I should have some somewhere. I have bones. Okay, so that'll make that simpler. Anyways, we got the bones, so now we just take this bone meal and just use it like this. And there we go. Now we have some floral fertilizer. Some good stuff. Some good stuff. So, what the fertilizer does, where did it go? Alrighty, we got the fertilizer back. So, what we do with this is we use it on any grassland like this, and we place it right here, and we got a bunch of magical flowers. Oh goodness, and we can also make them bigger, just for, you know, even more flowers. Yay! Where did it all go? Oh, it's tall now. Oh, neat. I didn't want that at all. Wait, if I place down the tall one, and then just break the top. Nope. Still didn't work. But that's fine. That still gives us what we need for our purposes, which is these little petals. Now, I do need a specific one, which isn't any of these. So I need to use this to make more yellow, so that way I can then make more fertilizer. Realistically, though, I could use any kind of dye, but that doesn't matter. Actually, I do remember that I had gotten some of these a while back from the bee, so I wonder if I have the one I'm looking for. Let me look for a second. We have the one I'm looking for, the mystical white flower. That's actually really good. So what we use this for is we use that to turn it into its wee little petals. So now that we have these petals, we're going to need to make a few things with them. I'm not entirely sure I have enough of them, but we'll see. I also just learned them. Yay! So what we need that for is we're going to need to make the petal apothecary. We're going to call it apothecary. Okay, so we need a few cobblestone plus any one of these plants, but I'm using the white one specifically because what? Actually, you know what? For conversation,
12 seconds later.
To conserve our little petals here, I can use any of these other ones, so we're just going to need that. So let's just grab some cobblestone. I think that should be enough, yeah. And then put it like this. Then like that, and then right here we can put a green one, and there we go. We've got our petal apothecary. And we can put this here for now. I'm going to need to make a little bit of an area in a little bit for all this stuff, so for right now we can have this here. So, what do we do with this little apothecary? Well, we're actually going to need to put water in it, so I'm actually going to need to find one of my buckets. It should be around here somewhere. Give me a second. Okay, so I got the buckets, but now you might be thinking, but Cookie, where are you going to get water? You got rid of your infinite water source when you installed these grinding wheels, you silly Billy. Well, you are wrong, for I do have water. It is right here. Yes, beneath these little spruce slabs is water, so I just have a little infinite water source right here. Oh, it was here, right? Because it was there, there, and then there. Okay, I thought it was here, here, and here. I put my armor stand on top of my water source. Anyway, so now I put this water bucket into here. Oh, and it's actually enough. Oh, that's neat. Wait, what? Okay, well, oh gosh. I'd actually forgotten to add something specific to my REI thing, because you can see all these things that I'm going for right now, but you don't know what they're going to do, and I'm not going to spoil it. The next thing we're going to need is this pure white daisy. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to take 4 of these, you see it's a good thing I conserved them, and throw them in here. And look, you can just see it floating around there. So now I put the rest of these in there, and it's all just floating in there. Look at it. It's so pretty. And you can see right on this little menu thing in front of me, it's asking for seeds. I actually should have an abundance of those. Yep, right here. So then I take this, and I think I right click? No, I throw it in. And there we go. We have the pure white daisy. Now here's the issue. I need 2 of these. I only have 2 more petals. So I need to make more of the fertilizer so that way I can get more of the daisies. Alright, give me a minute. Alrighty, I got my second one. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do with this. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Because I am gonna need to make a separate area. So I'm wondering if I should do this there. I might be able to do it down here. No, I don't want to do it around all this because I don't want it to affect it. Yeah, I think I'll make the second area. Okay, give me 2 minutes maybe. I'm gonna need to make something, and it's gonna be very, very complicated.
1 eternity later.
Alrighty, the area is all done, but you might be thinking, Cookie, where is this mysterious area you're talking about? Well, if you look right here, we've got ourselves an elevator, so we just gotta jump. And here we are. The grass is going to slowly spread. It took me a while to get this much, and I decided just to let it spread because I don't actually need all of it to be grass just yet. So for right now, this is what we're working with. And I needed this to be dirt and not stone for a specific reason. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this pure daisy and put that here. And then out a couple, we'll put this one here. Alrighty. And now with these 2 fine mystical flowers, what we're going to do is we're going to surround this one in stone. This is a very specific reason as to why I couldn't have these in an area with stone, because, well, A, it's plants and they need to be planted, and B, because of what it's going to do to the stone. And then with this one, we're going to surround it with oak logs. It doesn't matter what way it's facing, so I'm not going to be bothered by that. Well, I mean, I am, but I won't be bothered by it for long. So now, what this is doing is you can see these little particles right here. It's changing these wood and stones at their structure to become more magical. And you're going to see what they become in an indeterminate amount of time, because I honestly don't know how long this takes, so let's just give it a few seconds. Maybe it just needs some privacy, you know what? Maybe it doesn't like being disturbed while it's making this up. Wait a minute. It's happening! Look at it! It's changing! It's becoming living rock. Kind of like my living armor, actually. Huh, neat. And this one should change soon as well. Yes, here it goes. Into living wood. So now I've got both of these, and it can make some pretty sick stuff. So I'm going to use my Paxel on this one to get the living wood, and the same goes for this one to get the stone, and the Paxel broke. Good thing I got a pickaxe. Okay, so now I've got both the living rock and the living wood, and I should be able to learn these somehow. Doesn't look like I can. How unfortunate. Anyways, now that I have this, I can use the living rock to make a mana pool. So we're going to use it like this, and there we go. We got ourselves a mana pool. And then we're also going to need a mana spreader, which needs 6 living wood, any kind of petal, and some gold. Alrighty, and there we go. Now we got the gold. So let's make the mana spreader right there. And then I can take that up. And I actually completed one of my other advancements. So that's nice. Oh, I missed it. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I jumped pretty high now. So now we can put this mana pool right here. That should be good. And then we can put the mana spreader there. I'm gonna make this look more fancy in a little while, but for right now, this is what we gotta work with. So the next thing that I'm gonna need to make is, I actually didn't put it in my REI. I'm gonna need to make an endo flame right here, and to make that, I need 2 brown of these, or mushrooms apparently, a red one, and a gray one. So I need to make sure that I have these. So let me go see if I have any of the stuff. Alrighty, so I got all the petals that I'm gonna need. So now I just need to fill up this the carry again. Somebody please tell me how to pronounce that. I need to use 1 gray, 1 red, and 2 browns. 2 brown, 1 gray, and 1 red. And what did I do wrong? Oh, I know what I did wrong. I need light gray. I just put in gray. Oh, that actually sucks. So how do I... Oh, I need the light gray one. Do I have any of those here, or do I just have a normal gray? It doesn't look like that I have any of the light gray ones, so I guess I just gotta make a few more. Give me a minute. Here we go, light gray. So now I just turn that into its petals and throw it in. And there we go. Now I just need to use the seeds. Throw it in, and there we go. We got ourselves an endo flame. I'm actually gonna need to make a few more of these, but for right now, one should do for demonstrational purposes. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this endo flame right here. And what this thing does is it eats anything flammable. So, like, you know, fire... No, not fire. Wood, coal, all that stuff. And it could even use some other things that are fiery. But for right now, we're just going to use the wood. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to throw it on there. It's going to eat it. And it should be linked to the mana spreader. So then the mana spreader should shoot it in there. Yes, there it is. So now we've got in here mana. It would be much cooler if I had this a bit further away. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that because this needs to be shown in its full glory. All right, now let's try it again to be able to see the full thing in action. Hopefully it's the same. You going to eat it? I may have to place this down again because since I moved it. Okay. Try that. Okay, there we go. It ate it. So now we should see something once it spreads. There it is. It turns into a green beam, which sends it straight for this. That is freaking awesome. So now what I can do with this mana is I can take a ender pearl or a diamond or pretty much just anything else that can be thrown in there, and I can throw that into here, and ooh, we've got ourselves a problem. I don't think I have enough mana in here. That is mighty unfortunate. So I'm actually going to need to throw more stuff on here. I actually found that I have some coal. So let's throw that onto the endo flame. And it should eat it up and send that straight into here. So I guess I'll just be here waiting for it to have enough.
Later.
Okay, here we go. I have enough. I made a second one just because it was taking so long. So here we go. Now I throw this in here. And look at it. We got a mana pearl. And did you hear that sound it made? It was so pretty. It sounded all magical. So now what I do with this is I take it like that. And there we go. I now have myself the runic altar. And I can put that right here. So this thing... Oh, is this another thing where I throw stuff on it? Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Okay, well, I want to take that back. I can't do anything with that. Now, this thing can make a whole buttload of stuff. Like, it literally makes more runes and stuff like that. Kind of like with the blood magic, but planty, so it's less evil. I stand corrected. Anywho, though, the next thing that I wanted to make was this wand of the forest. So I'm going to need is a living wood twig. I actually need 3 of those. So now we've got those. Then I can use it like this. And I can make it any way I want, really. So I'm going to use red and gray. Yeah, there we go. And now I've got myself a wand of the forest. And what this thing can do is it can help me bind this to different areas. So if I want to turn it, I can now pour it here. Now I don't want to do that because I don't want to waste mana. So let's turn it right back here. Now this is good because this means that with this I can actually change this thing aesthetically, and I can actually have a few more of them and do it the way I just want to. So that's actually going to be pretty fun. I'm going to move all these a little bit to the left. And, So, as it turns out, this was actually where I was intending to stop for today. But it looks like I actually have more time than I originally anticipated. So that's actually going to be not really an issue. I'm just going to need to look back into what I actually need to do next because I don't actually remember everything. So yeah, give me a second. We've got more time today, kids. Yippee!
Much later.
I know what I need to do now. Okay, so I'm going to need to make all of these runes first and foremost. So I'll start with the mana one. I'm going to do all the other ones off screen, but I'm just going to do this one to show you what I need, so it's all simple and all that, and to show you the whole process. But first thing I'm going to need is some mana steel. So to get the mana steel, I'm actually going to need some iron. So let's grab some of that real quick. I should have... Yeah, I have a chicken right here, so that's fine. So let's take that, condense it all down into some iron, And I'm pretty sure that's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay, that's enough. So now I can take this and bring it up to here. And with the mana pool, I can make myself mana steel. Alrighty, there we go. So now what I do is I put all these in here. And look at all that. It's all floating around. And then I throw in the pearl. Oh, wait. I think I need to have mana going over to this. So let's take this and change its trajectory over to here. Oh yeah, look right there. On the little rune. It has like a little thing going up, so it's definitely working. Okay, I need to grab some more coal and stuff like that to feed that into this. So that way it goes faster. Okay, it's almost done. Look at it. It's got a little ball of light in the beginning and everything. Okay, it should be done now. So throw that in there. Maybe. Maybe I right-click it. Oh, yep, there we go. And then use. And there we go. I now have the Rune of Mana. So now that I have the Rune of Mana, I need air, fire, earth, and water. And all this is gonna be a very big process, but you all saw how this works already. So let me get the ingredients, and then I'll have the runes. This is gonna take a while. Oh boy.
Much later.
Okay, we finally got all the runes, and it actually gave me 2 of each of these, except for mana for some reason. But now that we have all these, we can use this to make the terrestrial plate. We got the plate. So now I can put this here, and now this little thing is done. So the next thing I need to do before I do anything else is there's actually a second part to this achievement, so I need to make a spark. So I need 2 blaze powder, a gold nugget, and any of these flower parts. So do I have any of these blaze rods left here? Nope, I do not. So I'm gonna have to go back and grab some. Oh wait, no I do. Neato. Alrighty, then I just need to get a gold nugget, also easy, and then a flower petal. I literally have everything on me. Now I got everything, so now I have the spark. As for what it does, I have no idea, but now that advancement is done. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna need is to make this Terra Steel. The way we get that is by mixing mana steel, a mana pearl, and a mana diamond. So I actually need to go back and grab some of those. I should have one. Yeah, I have a pearl and I have a diamond. There we go. So I think one might be enough. There's no real way to tell until I get there. Pearl? Oh, wait, I ran out. I don't entirely know how this works. I don't know if I just click it. Okay, I clicked it. And then I use that. Okay, and then that. And then the mana steel? Okay, now that's on. It's all on there. Do I need to hook this up to mana as well? Probably. Oh! Oh, something's happening. Okay, I think I may have been on the right track about connecting it to mana. What on earth is this? It looks sick. Is it gonna finish?
Much later.
Something happened. It's all gone. Okay, I don't think I did it right. Short intermission. Well, I'm an idiot. I spent so much time trying to figure out why the crap this thing wasn't working so that I could get the Terra Steel, when I've already had 4 from the loot bee. Gosh dang it, but that's fine, because what I can do with this is I can technically make a whole bunch of stuff, but what I really need is the nuggets. Because with these nuggets, I can make a few of the things that I need. So let me set something up real quick, and then I'm also going to need to gather up a few materials. But for right now, this is going to be interesting.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
And this stuff actually finished right on time because I had just finished the first part of what I need to do. Now that I have more of this living wood, I'm going to place some more down just in case I end up needing some more. I'm actually going to need to grab some glowstone, which I should either have on me or I can just go down to the mob farm and grab some. Okay, so I don't have any on me, so I could just go down and grab some. So now I can use that to mix with some of my living wood logs to make glimmering living wood. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if this needs to be living wood logs or if I need to make like a whole living wood thing. So we're going to find out very, very soon. So the next thing I'm going to need to do is make some Terra Steel nuggets, and then I can take that and put it in here. And I actually did need some more of the living wood logs. Convenient. Okay, so we got those now. So now I take it like this, and then put that in there. And there we go. We now have the Elven Gateway Core. So then I can put that in there, and it should be okay now. So I've got that working. Well, not really working because I'm not done yet. So the next thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to make 2 more of these mana pools and then put those right here. Alrighty, and then those should be good. So the next thing I need to do is I'm going to need to make a mana pylon. And I'm going to need 2 of these, so I'm going to need to make 2 mana diamonds. Actually, I'm only going to need to make 1 because I already have 1 from before. Yay! Alrighty, so I got those, and then I've got the mana steel, which should have been the last thing that I needed. And then, there we go. So now I just take those just to double it up. And now we have the mana pylons. Now, I do need to turn this into a natura pylon, which means I need 3 more of these. So I actually have exactly enough of these nuggets currently. So then we put it like that, put those here, put that there, and now I have a natura pylon, but I needed 2, so I actually need another Eye of Ender. Okay, so what I do with these is I put them over each of these mana pools. Nope, that's not where you need to go. For some reason, it just wouldn't work. But now we need to change the direction of these ones to face each of these pools. So I'm actually probably going to need to move some of these. Yeah, there we go. Have that one going all the way over to this one. It's quite a journey, but it should be able to reach there. And now I just need to power these endo flames.
Eventually.
Alrighty, and now I just need to send these things to power it. It should work. Okay, something's definitely wrong. I don't think it has enough mana. Or it might be that it's within the ground. One or the other. But either way, this is what I was trying to do, that whole thing. So what this is a portal to Alfheim. Now, what I can do with this is I can actually do a couple of things, but none of those things are going to work if the thing won't turn on.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Okay, so I looked it up, and apparently this thing, it's going to take a whole lot of mana. So I've moved these over to here in the hopes that eventually I'll be able to build them up to stuff. But really, this is just the last thing that I needed to do for now, because the only thing that I was going to do left was I was going to use this for something. But I guess I can use that for the next time, since there's a lot more to this mod. As you can see, there's a whole lot more. But I can't really do that yet, because a lot of that stuff takes some preparations that I'm going to need some time for. So I don't really have that time right now, so I'll wait to open the achievement book until the next time. So the only thing that's really left to do is open up today's chance cube. Yeah, you like that transition, didn't you? Hopefully it went well. But anyways, as per usual, at the end of each video, I shall open up a chance cube. And today is no different. So, let's see what this chance cube shall behold. Please don't kill me. Oh. Lots of golden stuff. Alrighty. I don't really need the golden armor, though, but all the other stuff is appreciated. That wasn't really too bad. I mean, the whole thing with the portal, that kind of sucked. There was one last thing I wanted to do, but, you know, there's nothing I can really do about that for right now. It's unfortunate. Either way, though, I hope you all enjoyed. If you have, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share with all your friends. And be sure to check out my last stoneblock video where I made this fine snazzy little armor, as well as did many more rituals, which caused me oh so much pain, especially in my finger. You'll have to find out why that is by checking it out. Bye bye!